Forgiveness is the intentional and voluntary process by which one undergoes a change in feelings and attitudes regarding an offense and overcomes negative emotions such as resentment and vengeance. It is the release of resentment or anger. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean that everything's okay. After all, harmful actions, even forgiven, can have lasting impact on one's relationships. Much has been written about the benefits of forgiveness for both parties. It allows the one who forgives to move forward rather than keep reliving the experience that brought them pain. It affords the one who is forgiven the grace and motivation to do better in the future. For both parties, forgiveness has been proven to elevate one's mood, raise one's level of optimism, and guard against anger, stress, anxiety, and depression. Psychologists give one framework for offering and finding forgiveness. For a good basic article, I recommend psychologytoday.com/us/basics/forgiveness. Judaism provides an entirely different framework. We Jews are not only obligated to seek forgiveness from those whom we have wronged, we are obligated to forgive as well. According to Maimonides and the Shulchan Aruch, if you ask sincerely to be forgiven and are denied, you are to return twice more, with 3 witnesses each time, to ask again to be forgiven. If, after 3 sincere requests, the other person refuses to forgive, you are considered to have atoned, and the other person has taken on your sin. But what about forgiving ourselves? We all tend to be hardest on ourselves when we fail to live up to the ideal that we set for ourselves. Acknowledging when and where we fell short, whom we may have hurt, and what we should have done differently are all important steps in this process. The key is to be kind to ourselves as we would be to others, and to not only accept, but to celebrate our humanity. Jewish tradition teaches, for transgressions against God, the Day of Atonement atones, but for transgressions of one human being against another, the Day of Atonement does not atone until they have made peace with one another. Some questions for you to ponder. What relationships in your life need repair or healing in some way? In those relationships that need mending, what has been your part of the story? What's your plan to both seek and grant forgiveness in order to repair those relationships? And finally, through the lens of compassion and kindness, for what will you forgive yourself this year?